Welcome. I'm Jody Hitchinski, Director of Admissions at Grand Valley State University. We've prepared a session for you today that will provide additional information that may help you make some final decisions on where you see yourself enrolling next fall, as well as important steps to enrolling at Grand Valley. So we're going to move ahead, and first of all, our agenda today will share information with you specifically about financial aid. It will walk you through information on your financial aid award letter. We're also going to share information with you specifically about living on campus at the university. And finally, we have a faculty member joining us that will talk to you about the academic experience at the university as well. I invite you to take time to review our admissions video. What you'll find is that the Laker effect is a force for positive change. In the video, you'll get an opportunity to see what some of our current students are doing, as well as alumni. So please enjoy.
When it comes to your future and the effect you'll have on the world, you won't just choose a college. You'll choose a path. The path to your future. What college experience do you want? Something small with a focus on teaching and the opportunity to serve your community? Something big with hundreds of programs, cutting-edge research, and all the clubs, sports, and arts you want. Something flexible where you can create an experience that is tailored to your goals and the good you want to do in the world. What if you don't have to choose? What if you can have it all? And more importantly, what if your college experience isn't about the college? What if it is about you? Taking the talent you already have and sculpting it, honing it, and broadening its reach so you can actually do something about the problems others only talk about.
I chose an education that would help me put my community first by addressing issues that are generations old.
I chose an opportunity that gave me the ability to engineer new ideas that serve people, heal the planet, and revolutionize markets and their industries.
I didn't know it then, but the world was waiting for me and my unique problem-solving skills.
The world is waiting for us.
Choosing a college is a big decision. I chose a community that accepted me as an individual and a contributor to a greater cause.
I chose a path that gave me creative and intellectual freedom, a supportive community, and powerful skills and resources to become a lifelong learner.
I chose to be a Laker at Grand Valley State University.
I am living a future I thought was only a dream. And my Laker effect is the reason why. What will your Laker effect be?
I'd like to begin by talking about the liberal education component of our degree programs at the university. Everything is rooted at Grand Valley in providing you with a liberal education. When we talk about being liberally educated, what we're talking about is making sure that you have the full breadth of experience academically. That means that you will take classes out of a wide variety of disciplines at the university. So you'll receive the depth of your educational experience, you'll get into the depth in your major. The breadth of the educational experience is found in the liberal education component. So we've provided a link for you to look through that, a quick guide. It will show you that classes are in categories. So essentially what you're going to do is choose classes out of a variety of categories, and you have lots of choices within those categories. For many students, this is very helpful, especially if they haven't selected a major. So please know that you can start at the university as an undeclared or undecided student. We find often that the liberal education component of our degree programs gives students exposure to a wide variety of disciplines, and often it's that exposure that helps the student decide on a major. So again, There are lots of academic opportunities and ways for you to explore at Grand Valley before settling in on a major. We know that this component of the degree is where you're going to build important skills, critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, the ability to work in a very multicultural society. And so often these are the skills that are going to help you not just landing your first job after graduation, but these are the skills that are going to help you navigate your career 5-10 years after graduation, because as we all know, the world is changing very quickly. Your career, your profession may change, and the Liberal Education Foundation to our degree program prepares you for that change that you may experience. At Grand Valley, we have over 300 academic programs to choose from. So as I already stated, you don't have to know when you walk in exactly what your major is going to be. And it's helpful to understand that there are lots of choices when you get here. So when you do finally decide on that major, chances are Grand Valley is going to have that academic opportunity available to you. So again, we're providing links that give you an idea of all the various programs. What you'll note is that each of our academic programs is housed into one of the 8 colleges that you're seeing here. So we often talk about majors within colleges. Within each college, you'll find the faculty, of course, and the curriculum, but you'll also find professional academic advisors that will help you navigate your major and your academic program when you're a student at the university. The most important information I think I can share with you today is to talk about the faculty at Grand Valley. I think you'll find that they will be the most influential people during your experience here, and for many of you, they will really provide a lot of guidance in terms of that career or that field that you choose to study. So in a bit, you'll get a chance to hear from a faculty member at Grand Valley, but I think it's helpful to understand the commitment through faculty. So for example, all of our classes are taught by faculty. You won't have graduate assistants or teaching assistants at the university. So from the moment you walk on campus as a first-year student, you will interact with faculty. And again, for many of you, that's going to be a very critical component of your experience, especially that first year as you're making some decisions. It's not uncommon for faculty to help students learn about internship experience. We have many students that are engaged in research with faculty at the undergraduate level. This is often an experience that students don't have until graduate school, and our students are taking advantage of that experience as undergraduate students. The average class size at Grand Valley has 26 students in it. So our class sizes are small enough that you'll get to know the faculty and they in turn get to know you as well. Through the course of this last year, we've been sharing some information with you, and again, I think they really demonstrate the commitment by faculty. So one of the informations you may recall receiving from us previously is an opportunity called the Student Success Network. We have had faculty that have volunteered to be mentors to our freshmen their first year. So essentially what they're doing is sharing information with you throughout your first year experience and communicating with you about information or milestones that you should be completing during your first year. So with over 4,000 freshmen attending Grand Valley this past fall, every single student had an opportunity to connect with a faculty mentor. We have also shared information with you previously about the first year learning community. This is where faculty have connected courses. So 2 different courses where faculty are talking to each other outside the classroom. The same students are in both classes, and there is an overlap of material that they're using to connect the 2 classes together. So again, finding ways to make your first year experience one where you can connect with faculty in a quicker manner, but also get to know your fellow students through coursework. So once again, just demonstrating to you the many, many ways that faculty are committed to your educational experience. And again, you'll get a chance to hear in a moment a little bit more about that. We offer many opportunities for students to engage outside the classroom. The university offers over 4,000 study abroad experiences. We have the Padnos International Center available to you. So as early as your first year, you may want to stop in and start talking about the opportunities to study abroad, perhaps take advantage of an experience through an academic year, or maybe even a short-term experience that's faculty-led, maybe throughout the summer. So again, start thinking about what you might want to take advantage of. And even if you're uncertain now, it's helpful to know that these will be available to you at any time that you decide to investigate a little bit further. I already mentioned previously the opportunities to engage in research with faculty. We have an office on campus that can connect you to faculty, so that if you have an interest but maybe don't know where to start in that endeavor, they will be ready and available to help you make some of those connections. And of course, one of the experiences that we value greatly at Grand Valley is experiential learning. So we have well over 8,000 students annually that take advantage of experiences outside the classroom that would include internship experiences, co-ops, clinical experiences, and student teaching. A way for you to take what you're learning in the classroom and apply it to the real world. And so you'll get more information as you're a student, but I think it's helpful for you to, again, understand that learning takes place at Grand Valley both inside the classroom, but also in many other ways. So I'm going to take a moment to talk to you about student life, another way for you to be engaged in the Grand Valley community outside the classroom. We have over 400 different student clubs and organizations, and you'll find that they run the full gamut of experiences. If you go to our student life pages, you'll get an opportunity to scan through all the different types of possibilities that are available to you. We also have one of the largest club sports programs in the country. So if you are active physically right now, perhaps you enjoy sports or athletic activities, there is a way for you to continue that engagement. Club sports allow you to compete collegiately with other institutions. So that might be something of interest. And if you would, in turn, would prefer to do something more locally, you'll find that we have many, many opportunities for you to engage through extracurriculars, again, athletically or through other cultural, professional, various types of organizations. Grand Valley competes in NCAA Division II athletics. Grand Valley has the #1 Division II athletic program in the country. And so what you'll find is whether you're coming to compete as a student athlete or cheering on our student athletes, there is a tremendous amount of pride in being a Grand Valley State Laker. Some of you may have already taken a tour of the Allendale campus and have had an opportunity to see the amazing facilities that we have available to you as a student. All of our first-year students start taking their classes here at the Allendale campus. However, depending on your major, you may find yourself taking classes in Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is the second largest city in Michigan, and so it certainly provides many opportunities for you as a student that we wouldn't be able to provide if we were exclusively in Allendale alone. So, depending on your major, as I mentioned, you may find yourself taking classes in Grand Rapids. So that will really vary by your program. Some students, you will choose a major where you will completely complete all of those classes here in Allendale. However, as an example, if you're pursuing something in the health professions, we have 2 buildings in Grand Rapids at this moment, but we have a 3rd building under construction where our healthcare programs are taking place. And they're taking place really at the heart of where healthcare is taking place in the city of Grand Rapids. So as an undergraduate student, you will be part of that community. And as you may be aware, many students in that profession are required to engage in co-op or clinical experiences. So it really makes it easier for you as an undergraduate student to connect to that community. We also have majors in Grand Rapids that would include the Seidman College of Business. So we have a beautiful business college that sits right downtown Grand Rapids. Again, when you think about as a business student, the connections that you may want to make, the internships that could be available to you, certainly not exclusively in Grand Rapids, but it does tie us to the business community in a little bit stronger way. It makes sense for those programs to be in Grand Rapids. And of course, our engineering program does require students to have 3 semesters of a co-op experience. And so, again, making it easier for you as a student and for our faculty and our programs to connect you to those opportunities that await you.